Hi, my name is Rebekah Patterson, and I just want to thank you so much for choosing me as one of the I Hart Flying Scholarship finalists. I feel so honored and privileged that you would consider me.
Why do you feel that you should be considered for this scholarship, and why do you deserve it?
I've applied self-discipline and determination where others have not, and have not given myself to things that will deter me in any way or hinder my performance, but have consciously worked to lay a foundation for my future. Through God's help, I have worked diligently in cultivating strong character traits in my life such as courage, wisdom, and humility. I believe Alaska is where God is calling me, and the term bush pilot is not just a buzzword there. Experiencing firsthand the difficulties of ministry where there are few roads, let alone paved runways, really opened my eyes to the need for qualified bush pilots in ministry up there. Specifically, I feel God has called me to the native people of Alaska, known as the Forgotten People, because so few ministries work with them due to the cost and the tribes being so remotely located. As a matter of fact, ministries in Alaska will send their mission teams to Mexico before they'll send them to the interior of their own state. Few people know there are 231 federally recognized tribes and 370 villages scattered all over Alaska, and even though Alaska has the lowest population density in the nation, it has the highest suicide rate per capita in the world. If you choose to support me, you'll be making a difference not just in my life, but in the lives of countless Alaskan natives.
What particular trait of yours sets you apart from the other candidates?
I believe the trait that is unique to me is selflessness. Also, God enables those who He calls, and I will not take the funds and resources given to me and bury them, but use them to benefit others. Whereas most people who invest in their future do so to benefit themselves, even after I invest in all my training, I will not be using it for income or self-promotion. My main goal is to use the skills and abilities I acquire and use them to bring glory to God and to serve others through my life.
Give a specific example of how you have personally followed through with a goal or a mission. Include any challenges you faced along the way and how you followed through to reach your goal or complete your mission.
I believe one of the greatest goals I accomplished was completing my ground school and passing my FA written exam. Unlike most people who have the ground school material fed to them by an instructor, I was left to figure out most of the material out on my own with minimal instruction. Unfortunately, between the weather, lack of funds, or my instructor's full schedule, I had very little flight experience to coincide with my ground school. Even with my dad having his private pilot's license and being a certified A&P, his job kept him from being home much, and he could spare a little time to help me. With only my ground school and one supplementary book, I had to do a tremendous amount of self-study. There were so many times I felt completely overwhelmed and frustrated, but I was determined to complete my training. Finally, I was able to walk away with my FAA written exam certificate in my hand. Woo!
When do you anticipate starting back, and when do you plan to complete your PPL training?
My training has been at a standstill lately due to lack of funds. Right now, I am currently working and saving money towards my education, and I'm hopeful to resume training in August of 2018 and complete it within 3 months to a year.
Great.
Thank you for your time and consideration. May God bless you, and have a Merry Christmas.